Before we solve this problem, let's take a moment to ensure that you understand the notation in the problem. When you look at quantity A and you see those two vertical brackets, those brackets denote the absolute value of your variable. Now remember, absolute value is a measurement, and what it measures is the distance on the number line between your value and 0. For example, the absolute value of 5, well, 5 is 5 spaces away from 0 on the number line, so the absolute value of 5 would be 5. And likewise, the absolute value of -5 would also be 5 because -5 is 5 steps away from 0 on the number line. Now here, we're told that x can be any value less than 8. And some obvious values that spring to mind would be 7 or 6 or 5. And if we put those values in absolute value brackets, we can see we get absolute values of 7 and 6 and 5, which are all less than 9. The trap here, though, is to focus only on positive whole numbers like 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When we say x is less than 8, we should consider all the possibilities. X could be decimals, or it could be 0, or it could be negative values, right? These are all things less than 8. For example, x could be -1, or -10, or -100. And notice this, if we put, say, -10 in absolute value brackets, we get a value of 10. If we put -100 inside absolute value brackets, we get an absolute value of 100. And what this shows us is quantity A can be bigger than quantity B. And as we saw a few moments ago, quantity A could also be less than quantity B. And whenever you have more than one possible relationship between the two quantities, it means you don't have enough information. And that's why here the correct answer is D.